Success begins outside your comfort zone.
Nothing can be achieved in life without a strong mindset. And the only way to build a strong mindset is by going through tough times, by going through adversities. Yes, you can learn from other people's experiences. Yes, you can learn by reading a book, listening to a podcast. But sometimes you just got to go through tough times. You just got to go through the experience yourself to really teach you and mold you. And when you're in them tough times, that's being outside your comfort zone. Nobody wants to go through adversity. Yes, like you can understand that adversity is good for you and that you could benefit from it. But at the end of the day, nobody in their right mind is looking forward to going through adversity. But when you understand that success begins outside your comfort zone, you can look at those adversities that come your way and be glad that they came your way. Even though they may be painful, it may hurt in the moment, you could say, thank you. Thank you that these adversities came our way, because I know that it's making me into who I need to become. And when you really understand that, after you make it out of that tough season in your life, whatever it may be, that's where the success will come. Nothing can be achieved with the easy road. If you take the wide road that everybody takes, you're going to get the same results that everybody gets. If you take that straight and narrow road that only few people will take, you will get the results that only a few people can even dream of.
With struggle comes wisdom. With struggle, with adversity, with setbacks comes wisdom. As long as you're taking a step back and learning from every adversity you go through. Because when adversities happen, they break the chain of the habitual habits you've been having, whether it's been bad or good. When adversity hits you, it breaks the chain of that to really reset your mind. But that it only breaks the chain if you would allow it to break the chain. You switch something up. Don't have insanity. Don't keep doing the same thing and expect a different outcome. Like Eddie said, if you take the narrow road, if you take the harder way, if you take the way that's the most uncomfortable, the harder you work, the luckier you get. But if you take the harder way rather than the easy way, just know taking the easier way makes some men and women crooked in the end. So if you take the easier way, whatever you had, whatever you got through taking it the easy way is not going to last, because you're not prepared for it. You didn't attract it. You got it. You took the easy way, but you didn't go through them obstacles that are going to create you to become that person. Because in life, it's not what you have, it's who you become. Because that's where true happiness is. It's who you become. That's where true happiness comes from. That's why a bunch of people, rappers, billionaires, they are still unhappy. They might have everything that a regular person wants. They might be in that top 1%, but they're not in that top 1% when it comes to their family. They're not in that top 1% when it comes to their self-love, because they're so focused on their work. So it's good to have a balance with it, but then again, you got to go all in with everything you do. You got to concentrate all your effort on one thing. That's the only way you can truly excel in something and become a master at it, is when you practice and become obsessed with one thing, with becoming that person of value. So success begins outside your comfort zone. You're either creating or disintegrating. There is no in between. You can't just be like, oh, I'm at a standstill in life right now, blah, blah, blah. No, you either are going back or you're going forward. There is no in between. And when you're hanging out with your associates, your friends, they are either benefiting you and your goals, or they're pulling you back. There is no in between. Success begins outside your comfort zone. If you're doing things every day, and that's the problem. That's why some of y'all desires aren't strong enough, because you're stuck inside this comfort zone. Like, yeah, I live in my mama crib. I got everything. She buy me things and stuff like this, and you're comfortable. You didn't do anything to earn everything you have, and you're comfortable. If you didn't earn it, you're gonna lose it. If you didn't put the work in for it, nothing in this life is free. I don't care if somebody gives you free food. Somebody's paying for that. Somebody's paying for it. Nothing in life is free. Many of us are comfortable, and a comfortable person might think, why would I want to do anything to change this? I mean, in a sense, if you look around and you say, I want more, then that's a sign that you need to get out your comfort zone. Like, you got to understand the power of your mind and how literally the power of your mind. If you have a sickness and the doctor comes in and says you're sick, if he does that and your mind, from that point on, it's all your perception and your mental attitude on the situation. If the doctor comes in and tells you you're sick and you go immediately, it's okay to cry. It's okay to be sad over it. But just know that there is a seed of equivalent benefit in every adversity. There's a seed of equivalent benefit in every adversity. So when that doctor comes in and tells you you're sick, from that point on, it's your mental attitude towards the situation. Your mental attitude can cure that sickness for you. As crazy as it might sound, but you are more powerful than you think. When you're uncomfortable, it's not like, oh, snap back, let's go right back to the comfort zone. No, stay uncomfortable, because when you're uncomfortable, that's when growth begins.
Sometimes success can be more dangerous than failure. At least when you're failing, you know that you need to improve on something. You know that something has to change in order to get a different outcome. But with success, it's easy to get complacent. It's easy, right? Because you're getting certain results. So it's always important that you stay ready, you stay down, stay hungry, stay humble. When you're on a streak of success, good things are coming your way. That's when you have to do even more. When you're doing more, that's the only way to push yourself to the heights that you want to achieve in this life. The only way to make it to the next level in whatever you're doing is to do more. So the only way to improve is to do more. It sounds so simple and so elementary, but a lot of us don't apply it in our everyday lives. If you're in a weight room and you think about doing 3 sets, as my boy Trenton said, do 5. Don't settle for the 3. You have to increase your mind. If your mind is telling you I can only do 3 sets, that's how you know you have to do 4. You have to do 5 in order to take your mind to that next level, go beyond that standard. So now I have a new standard that I set for myself, and it just keeps going and going. You just keep building on top of that. You have to do more in order to get outside that comfort zone and see the success that you want to see in your life.
Yeah, and that's why we say less, do more. Do more as in be productive. Do more as in go the extra mile. You have to give more to get. You reap what you sow. You have to be determined to do more, determined to be successful. Because most people, if the requirement is 1 mile, most people are gonna go the 1 mile. Some might go below that, and some might go a little bit over. But if you go 3 miles or if you go 2.5 miles, it's literally inevitable for you not to get ahead. With over time and compound interest, how much farther ahead are you going to be because you did more? Because you went out your way to go that extra mile. And everything you do, though, is doing more in everything you do. When you're at a job, you hate your job, still do the job the best way you can do it, because it goes a long way. And your mental attitude when you're doing that job is extremely important. Failure is stepping stones to success. It does not matter what happened to you. You have a goal in mind, and like we said, your vision literally creates your life for you. The bigger the goal, the harder the grind. The bigger the goal, the more your life is aligned for you. Just success begins outside your comfort zone. The comfort zone is a frame of mind, and it's settling for what we are today. If you want to settle, that's okay. But I'm assuming if you're listening to this video, you don't want to settle for less. So go do more, and remember to say less. Because when you're uncomfortable, it's going to be pain. When you're uncomfortable, it's going to be adversities that come your way. And when you're uncomfortable, you want to go tell somebody that you're uncomfortable so they can try, because you want to seek comfort from them. You want to go tell them that. So that's why we say less, do more, because doing more will get you out your comfort zone, which will cause growth. And saying less will not let people be able to, one, talk down or give them ill-advised opinions, because opinions are the cheapest commodity on earth. If you take somebody's opinion and you let it affect your life, you're going downhill. Think for yourself, because we all have the ability to grow in this life, and it starts outside your comfort zone.
Discipline is nothing more than you doing what you don't want to do now so that you could get a result that you want later. You just gotta discipline yourself for the result that you want. Don't do it for anybody else. Don't do something because they want you to do it. You have to want it for yourself. And that's where the most motivation comes from. It has to be internal. When you have that reason why, when you know what you're going after, that'll drive you every single day to do more. You will love to do more. You will love to get outside your comfort zone because you know what you're working towards.